What's up, y'all? Let's get into the Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5, episode 9. So we continue where we left off on the Palm Springs day 1 trip. Baldwin invited the couples on the trip, on her anniversary trip. So we got John and Lisa. John go talks to Lisa and tell her that, Todd said if you don't fix the stuff, you gotta go. We gotta go. She said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I don't know, oh my God, I don't know what just happened. I don't want to leave the trip. So she decided that she's going to talk to her later, talk to Baldwin later to smooth everything out. So they go eat. So as they eat lunch, it's quiet, but the stuff started up. Instead of Lisa waiting to after, like she told her husband she was gonna do, and do a one-on-one with Baldwin, she did it right then and there, which pissed Todd off. Todd was already mad, and Todd was pissed as hell. So she brought it back up, the issues and stuff. She started explaining Heather's point of view. She went, I know I want to just get it out the way because, I just wanted to let you know how Heather was feeling, and it was just straight up bull, because Lisa started explaining, like, I just wanted you to know where Heather was coming from, because I got her side of the story. And then she, it's an example of somebody, lying on you. And Whitney was like, hold up, girl. Whitney went, oh, you called for me? So it switched from one thing to another. She didn't brought Whitney into the situation. So Whitney said, hold up, girl, I ain't lying on you. Whitney said, I never said I lied it on you. Whitney said, I was just trying to tell you what was going on to see if you did it or not. So they start arguing. And at that point, she bring John in there, saying, my husband would never, if John did what John did to me, hollering at me, my husband would never do that. And said that John kept saying F, F, F. John said, I never said, Justin. Justin said, I ain't never say that. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. So Lisa's being dramatic. At that point, Todd was pissed off. He was getting ready to leave the table. Baldwin held him up. Said, hold up, sit back down. Stay right here. Because he was mad as hell. We can't even have a lunch without arguing again. we had 2 seconds of peace as we sat at this damn table. So that caused John. So John ended up butting into the conversation and said, like, asking, John came and ended up saying that Lisa never lies. She haven't lied. Lisa had never lied on anyone. I said, bitch, that bitch lied. She lied on her own self. And this what got Sean. Sean said, oh, so she didn't lie. Sean said, but she called my wife a bitch. I said, bitch. I said, at that point, that took Lisa out. Lisa went, say what? He went, yeah, you called my wife a bitch. He went, you didn't talk to my wife in every type of way possible. And I have been in the room when y'all was on the phone, when you did it. And I always got to ask her, like, why you letting this talk to you like that? So she's shocked. She said, oh my God. Well, she went, that's just the way I talk. And if I did anything to you, I want to apologize for the way I spoke. I said, bitch. I said, I can't stand Lisa. But at that point, after that, we move on. So after that little thing, we ended up getting Seth brought up, let's go. He said some type of joke, and then they went to go play. They want to play volleyball after lunch. Excuse me. So we move on to Mary. So Miss Mary Cosby goes up to the room of Robert Jr. to check on him, and he's in the bed. He laying in bed with his wife. You know, they got food in the bed. I said, Mary said, I'm just coming to check on you. Mary said, did you clean this room? He said, yeah, I cleaned it an hour ago. I said, no, the hell he did. All he did was straighten up the mess. All he did was straighten up the mess. So she comes in, she sits down. She came to, see what they were up to and see what they were going to do that day. And as she's sitting there, they gonna have to eat. They start eating. She said, "Oh, is this? Did I come in? Did I come in at a bad time? Cause this an eating session." So she said, "So what you gonna do today? What y'all got planned?" He like, uh, I don't know. You gonna do anything? You gonna get up? You gonna go? You gonna put on some clothes? You gonna go? You gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. And she just looking there, looking very sad, and she don't know. She knows that she spoiled him, and she blames her. She keeps blaming herself for this, and I'm like, yeah, you can blame. I said, I blame you and Robert Senior. I said, because I blame both parents. You can blame. The blame is not just on you. It's also on Robert Senior. Y'all messed up. But I said that's what comes with kids. I said I'm sorry to say it, but it's like teenagers and stuff like that. Some get caught down that road, and it's something that you don't know why it happened to your child, but you're gonna have to just be there, and both of y'all be there and help him along the way until he comes to y'all and tell y'all what really is going on. But that's what and she also said she don't think he's ready for the real world because of the issues. And I said, yeah, he's not. He's really not. But moving on, we move on back to Palm Springs. So these people is out here. These white people, and Angie being Greek. These white and Greek people out here, these women out here spraying these men with cooking oil, some Pam, before they play volleyball. I said, what in the? I said, who? What? Where? Why are they doing that? But that's what they did. Oh God, my throat. That's what they did. So after they did their little volleyball thing, okay, they did the volleyball. Lisa and John. Okay, so they getting ready. So after that, they getting ready for the dinner that Broadway and Ty for their anniversary. So Lisa and John is talking, and she tells John that saying about how Meredith feel about John, her issue with John. She said now she understands what her issue with Sean. Meredith issue with Sean. Now she understands how Meredith feel because what happened at lunch. I said, girl, what? I said, because this man called you out with how you speak to how you disrespect his wife who supposed to be your friend. Now you don't like it. So yeah. Moving on. So Todd and Broadway's dinner. Baby. This dinner was crazy because Todd ended up telling one of their friends that Lisa and John's tequila is mediocre. He said that it's mediocre, just like the. So that happened. We also moved down to them sitting down and eating. So Ty got her this was it half a meal necklace? That was her anniversary gift. She was at the table doing all saying little side jokes and stuff like that. And I don't know if that was hitting him the wrong way, that he didn't like it in front of their friends, and then the people of the Salt Lake Housewives. I don't know if he liked it that or not, but they started playing. They ended up playing a game that Angie brought for everybody, where it was a newlywed game, and they had to pick. They went around, did 3 questions, like 3. One was sexual positions, and I know the last question was your wife. Which person is your wife least? Which person do your wife don't like? It's not your wife don't like. And certain people was called. Who was called out? Whitney was called out. Meredith was called out by Angie and Sean. Lisa got called out by Whitney. Who did Baldwin? Did Baldwin call out who? I don't know who Baldwin called out. I don't even remember. So we moving on from there. We move on to So after they played the game, Whitney gets into bringing back up Alibaba again, and that caused a whole nother recap of this drama. And at that point, it went on to after that, it was just the same old stuff again, really. Justin did end up apologizing. Justin ended up apologizing to Lisa for the way he acted at Angie No anniversary party. He apologized for that. Whitney was mad as a motherfucker. I said, I'll be mad too. Well, why don't you apologize to that hoe? So she even apologized to Justin, which was shocking in itself. Excuse me. So apologize about that. Then Meredith wanted an apology. Meredith wanted an apology from Sean because Sean was shocked. Meredith said, well, Sean, I would like to get an apology. He looking up at her like, what? So, because, I talked to you the night of y'all anniversary party, the conversation, and I didn't like the response that you didn't apologize about your actions because you talked about my son. And Sean was like, huh? Sean said, I thought we were good. He said, I thought we ended off good that night. Because if there was still was an issue and you wasn't satisfied with my answer, we could have squashed it we could have squashed it then. He said, now my pet peeve, this is one of my pet peeves. Now I'm a little pissed. I said, oh, damn. So this ended up causing them to go back and forth. He said, I remember saying, I didn't say nothing about your child. He said, I didn't. And I'm not going to apologize for something I did not say. But if I did say something about later on, if you can show me the proof of me saying it, then I will apologize. But I'm not apologizing because I didn't say anything. I said, So at this point, Whitney busted in straight, show the proof, Meredith, show the proof. Show the proof, Meredith. Meredith said, I don't want to do that right now. So her husband pulled up some blogger stuff and then called Angie and Whitney a biatch. And Whitney, did you just call me a bitch? He said yes. So yeah, Meredith went, yes, he did, because you wanted proof, he gave you proof. And Whitney in a confession, Whitney said, I got to woosah real quick because she went, I'm ready to weep out there. Tell him to whoop his ass. So after that, at that point, Todd was pissed. Todd was heated. So Angie tried to switch the conversation, asking about um, Brodwin's daughter Gwen and her new how things going with her grandparents. And Todd shut that down quick. Todd said nothing. He wanted nothing in the discussion. We ain't talking about that. Brodwin tried to explain it, and he want know this conversation is over. Done with it. You already know. This is not something to be talked about. I'm done. So she sitting there like, and so that was the end. What happened there? The next morning. So they after that they ended up all hanging out, having a good time that night. The next morning they hanging out. They end up going to the DC racing. That which was Brodwin and Todd's first date. And they end up meeting one of the racers. Seth tried to find out his information and stuff because he was trying to hook Heather up. But I said, no, you was looking for your son and probably yourself. But who knows with you. So after that, Brodwin and Lisa ended up sitting down and chatting. And yeah, that didn't go too well. I said that didn't go really too well. Well, she tried to chat with her at the racing thing, which was not a good thing, because how you going to do that with all them cars going past? So they rescheduled to do that later. So we got Seth by... So Seth ended up leaving after that. He said bye to Angie and Sean. He said bye to Angie and Sean. Did he say bye to Angie? Seth said bye to Angie. Yeah. Yeah, he said about Angie and Sean. Then we got Angie, Sean, Whitney, and Justin together. Just doing a little chit-chatting about last night and Meredith having an issue with them. Meredith got an issue with both couples. So we got Brodwin. So Brodwin and Lisa ended up sitting down and talking about their issue and a re-illustration of her trying to defend Heather and everything. And Brodwin wanted to know, most likely Brodwin said, what's the issue with us? Because do you think I'm a fake friend? And she wouldn't answer it. She did not answer that at all. She said some stupidness. She said did she say she was fake friend or two-faced? She wouldn't say it to her. She said in the confession that she believes she's a fake friend and two-faced and stuff. Saying that Lisa said she was in a hard place between them two. I said, you actually wasn't. Had nothing to do with you. But you already chose the side. So Brodwin I think Brodwin wasting her time with that woman. So after they got finished doing their little thing, she wanted a hug and stuff. There was one more thing. So Brodwin ended up so the ride back. Brodwin only had 4 seats for first class, and the rest of them was coach. So she put the couples in coach, and that's what she did. And Lisa was not happy that she was in coach. She ain't rode coach since she was in college. And she tried to tell her husband to the side and tell him, like, we need to find a different route. But she went, I do want to see Henry, but I need first class. I said, but it's a 45-minute plane ride. And he said, I thought you wanted to see Henry. But she needed that first class, but there was none open. So, yeah, I said, this is why people think you a bad mother. I said, because you prove it every time. And that's what you get. At this point, that's all that happened, y'all. My memory getting low, and my storage of memory is getting low, and I got to get this over with. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll get back at y'all later. This is all that happened. It's good enough for me. Bye, y'all.